Show guys, what is up? It is Teachers Game 2 coming at you again with another video, and I am going to show you how to build two different types of armored X-plant. Now, for those of you that know what this is already, congratulations, you know it's an awesome trick. It really is. For those of you that have never seen this kind of thing before, this is a huge pain in the butt. When you are raiding somebody, there's nothing worse than when you can't just take out the armored X-plant with a flame arrow. And this is how you prevent that. So there are two types. One on the ground with a foundation, like so, and the other one with a pillar. Now you can put these up as high as you want. What I'm going to show you first is actually my personal favorite one, because you can load the ground up with these things, is the foundation. So what you're going to do is actually pretty easy. Take this guy right here. As you can see, right next to him, put a pillar right in the middle. Once you've taken the pillar, you're going to be able to drop this one down, just like you see right there. Pick up that pillar. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place down your crop plant. Now, hopefully you're okay destroying some things because, well, it's just going to cost you a little bit. That's what this method's a little bit expensive, I suppose. So put down a ladder. Now, when you take that ladder, what you're going to do is you're going to climb on top of this ladder, and you are going to place your crop plot, because it allows you to place things in the perfect center of things, which is your goal for this. You want to be in the perfect middle. So right there. Now that I've placed this, you can see pretty much perfectly centered. Can't get much better than that. And now comes the easy part. So you are going to snap this guy right here, the hatch frame, on top of the X-plant. Check that out. So it actually totally covers the X-plant so people can't shoot it from above. Now, after you've done that, what you're going to do is actually really easy as well. Take no ladder, sorry, wrong button. You're going to take your, as you can see, fences, but they do not snap unless you do something special with them. So they will not snap right here. You can see they'll snap up above, but that doesn't protect the X-plant. What you're going to do next is you're going to take a ceiling, and you're going to snap it to the lower section, and then you'll be able to place a sunken version, just like that right there. See how I sunk it down a little bit? We'll pick up the ceiling, and it's actually protecting the side of this thing now, so people can't hit it from the side either, so they can't just eat it with a dino. Now what you're going to do, next step, sink down this ceiling again to that lower level, and then you're going to take another, right here, railing, and snap it. You can see the point here. So we are actually totally making this thing unhittable. It makes it it's just a pain in the butt for raiders when you can't just munch on some X-plant, or you can't just, flame arrow it. Makes it a lot easier to defend as well. So once you've done that, the last step is kind of the hardest one. Sometimes you can get things to snap to it, sometimes you can't, which is kind of unfortunate. It's kind of just how it works, sadly. We'll see if I can get a little bit of a it's not going to let me, I don't think. But you could also, before I do this next step, you could just leave this metal floor right here. You do not need to move this metal floor, and then it'll actually protect this X-plant, so you can leave two right there. Now, just to show you that this actually works, I'll show you in a minute how it actually does this stuff. Let me pull in a hatch frame. So what you're going to do next is pretty easy. Just take your trapdoor, place it on. This thing is totally unhittable. Now, it is also I guess not fertilizable, but what the heck? Oh, there's a megalodon right there. Cool. So anyways, what you'll do next is you're going to literally just let this be for a second, because I'll show you how to irrigate it in a second here, but we're going to move on to the pillared fashion, and then I'll show you how both these grow. Super easy. You can always just come to the middle over here. You got to get the right angle, and you can actually close this trap door, but you don't have to for right now. Now what we're going to do next is really, you can build these giant foundations and pillars and all this stuff, but these things are so much fun to have as a defender, I think. So basically what you're going to do, put down a normal pillar, normal foundation, or normal ceiling right there. Take your next ceiling, and then what you want to do is you want to attach this pillar so you can barely see it stick through the top. Now, please, maybe I'll get it. There it was. I had it. There it is. All right, see what I'm looking at right here? So basically you want this to happen. I'm going to pick this guy up, demolish this. You can see how this right here, the pillar, is actually sticking through the ceiling just a little bit, and that's what we really want to try and get. So what you'll do now, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oopsies, not over here. Didn't want that. Pick this guy up, put down a ceiling right there, and now what you're going to do, same exact thing, put down your ladder. You want to put it on the outside so you can actually stand on it, and you're going to place your X-plant. Now you want to try and place in the middle again, obviously. And I usually aim right about here, give or take, just a little bit inside. Come on, just a touch right there. That should do just fine. Now, obviously, same exact strategy. You can see what I did over there. Place down your hatch. Mother of goodness. That was a mistake. All right, I'm going to go do everything I just did again, and we'll get you back there. Alright guys, sorry I had to restart because a Megalodon decided to attack me in the middle and it caused me to mess up. So, put your pillar down. Pretty easy. Take down a ceiling. Put down another ceiling. Now what you're going for is you want to make sure this thing latches on so it barely sticks through. Just like, maybe it's going to let me? I hope so. Like this. So, what you're going for, see how it sticks through the roof a little bit? That's what you want. Now, you could put another one down just to make sure that it's connected to the ground. That's what I'm going to do. You're going to need to leave. You don't have to, but you can take away the pillar. You're going to need to leave the ceiling right here. What you're going to do next, take down your ladder, just like this. Climb up it, and look down with your crop plot. You want to place it right about, if I can get it to work, right about there will be perfect. Now you can always check to make sure, look down and kind of see like, okay, that's that much on this side, that much on that side. You should be pretty good. Then what you're going to do, I didn't bring enough ceilings, but I'll bring one in right now. All right, problem solved. So ceilings right here. You can see that I've got 4 of them. Take your trapdoor, just like this. Again, you can see totally covering the X-plant, making it armored, which is the goal here. What you'll do next, take this guy, your little fences, and you're going to snap these fences just like you did with the last one, so they cover the bottom. Now 1, and then we'll place the others down. And you just got to find, there's 3 different snap points. You just got to find the right ones. Maybe it's not going to let me. I know it is there. There it is. Come on, let me snap, please. And sometimes you just got to get a finagled, not like that, a finagled angle so you can actually get this thing to snap, just like that. We'll go for this last one over here. And boom, again, you have a pillared X-plant that is totally unbreakable from any sort of side raid. Now you can take these down. Boom, boom. Third one. And then I'm not going to destroy this quite yet because I want to be able to put some X-plant into it so I can show you that this is actually 100% legitimate. Put down some fertilizer in there. I'll just put 2 in for right now. And the next plant. Not irrigated as of yet, which is not a problem. We'll come back over here and do the exact same thing. 2 fertilizer. Some X seed right there. And obviously you can see we've got a pillared version of this guy. I'm going to go ahead and destroy this so that way no one can get up there. This is a totally defensed and armored X-plant. So is this one over here. 2 different methods of doing it. One's got foundations, obviously. One's got pillars. Super duper easy to do. And now we're going to go ahead and build water pipes to them so I can show you guys that. Alright, so basically all we're going to do now is kind of change out our little stuff down here. Put our piping down here. And we're going to go ahead and route water up. Now, it's usually most beneficial just to route it up because, I don't know, it's just a safe way to go about doing it. We're going to go ahead and take the intersections like you see here. And the intersections are just going to go over the top of these things. And then we'll put down the tap. As you can see, it'll become irrigated in just a second, just like that. And this guy's going to grow real quick because I have it increased speed, but just so you can see what it looks like. I'll sit here. As you can see, it's growing, 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 blah, 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 blah. Almost there. Come on. Please speed up. Almost there. Last one. And as you can see, you can still access it, change its range, all of that fancy dancy stuff. Now, it is well defended, unlike the other ones, so it's really hard to hit this guy. You'd have to be like straight above it, shooting down on it. Really well defended thing. You can put that, like I told you earlier, toss down that hatch, that trapdoor, and that'll actually help out quite a bit as well. So we're going to go ahead and put this one up here as well, so I can show you that this guy works as well. Try to jump up so you can see it growing. There it is. It pops up. 1, 2. Stage 3 should be momentarily. Come on. There it is. And then the final stage right about now. Boom. So as you can see, Armored X-Plant, super awesome stuff to have. These are 2 different ways of making it. Now what I would do if I was you is, these are so much, I guess, of a pain in the butt to raid against. So what you do is you just load the outside of your base with this stuff. With the foundation ones, you can literally just foundation spam with the Armored X-Plant, and that's always a really good thing to do. And then with these pillared ones, if you just load the outside of your base, just like in a giant circle, it's really hard to raid somebody because you got to focus on actually blowing up X-Plant, which is just people typically don't account for. Usually they bring enough C4 and stuff to go after everything but the X-Plant. But if they don't think about the X-Plant, it's a huge defensive help because these things are really not fun, especially for people that are just trolling. If you get hit by an X-Plant, there is nothing worse than just being slowed. So these are 2 great methods. As I told you earlier, I'm going to see if I can destroy this real quick and put up that last one. I don't think it's going to let me, but oh well. You at least saw the point earlier. Oh, maybe it will. You saw that there's a little thing there, right? Maybe. Oh well, you can see the point behind it. So these Armored X-Plants are super awesome to use. I really encourage you to use them. All right, hope this little video helps you out a little bit. And Teacher's Game 2, out.